Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So I have been analyzing CSIRNet exam and the changing pattern of it in the past video where I have discussed about how you can study and how you can strategize your preparation for inorganic chemistry. There I have discussed about how you can follow certain books because that is the need of time, and I have also discussed about like which books needs to be followed and things related to that. And if you have not watched that video, I'll give you a link in the I button. It's highly recommended if you are preparing for CSNET exam and you don't want yourself to be lagging behind others and want to be competitive and you want to prepare according to the changing pattern of exam. You should watch that video and take some notes from there. Okay. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about organic chemistry because I got a lot of requests regarding this, that how we can approach organic chemistry and what are the ways how you can enhance and like we can make our organic chemistry strong enough for the CSIRNet exam. So before going into this video, before explaining all the things related to that, let me clarify a few things for you. Okay. For CSIRNet exam, this is what I have seen in past many years, and if you will ask any educator or anyone who has given CSIRNet exam, they are always going to agree upon it that the organic chemistry portion of CSIRNet exam is not as a usual like it's not like a usual organic chemistry which we get in different exams. Like the way of asking question, especially from organic chemistry, is not that straightforward. Generally you will see a twisted type of question, a question which will have certain exceptional cases, a question where there will be logic behind solution, or there will be a lot of questions will be there where there will be a small thing which would be like missing, and you will get confused between two options, and that's the usual way of questions what to get in CSIRNet exam, which is very which is very different than what you observe for GATE exam. In the GATE exam, if you will see organic chemistry questions, they're not that difficult. They are very straightforward. You can easily answer those questions comparatively. You can answer them easier on a easier way, for the GATE exam as compared to CSIRNet. Now the thing is that if you want to seriously work upon your organic chemistry and want to make your organic chemistry good enough for CSIRNet exam level and want to solve a lot of questions in the exam and want to score good marks, because it's really important. Okay, you cannot just leave organic chemistry for your preparation. The thing is, you have to go through all the three of them: organic, inorganic and physical chemistry. You have to make decent progress in all the three portion in order to outshine in this exam and in order to score good marks in exam. So here I am going to talk about this. Okay, today in this video I'm going to talk about the foundation part of it. I mean, there are certain things which are very important to note. I'm not going to bombard a lot of books over here. I'm not going to like tell you a lot of names of books that follow this is books. No, not like that. This video will be highly regarding how to build up your base for organic chemistry, how to build up your confidence for organic chemistry, and this will also help you to solve many questions from part B of organic chemistry, because here I'm going to talk about the initial topics and also like what should be your what should be the pattern or what should be the order of chapters of organic chemistry in order to prepare for CSIRNet exam. So let's dive into it and let's start. So first let me tell you that what should be a proper order of topics when you're preparing for CSIRNet exam, especially for organic chemistry. The proper order of preparation, like from where you should start, that's what I'm going to tell you. So you should start your preparation from aromaticity. Okay, you should first focus upon aromaticity, understand the concept and try to solve a lot of question. Okay, I'll be talking about this, like the approach, the proper approach. Okay, because this organic chemistry is not like your inorganic chemistry. Over here you don't have to just memorize facts, you don't just have to memorize the exceptional cases, you don't just have to memorize some series and all. You have to memorize few things, but here the thing is more of application part. You have to apply the things, you have to visualize the thing, you have to visualize the things in 3D. You have to understand what's gonna happen if you rotate something. You are going to like change the orientation of or conformation of something from one conformation to the other. What's going to happen? Okay, so you have to visualize, you have to memorize, and you have to apply. So three things are there, and that's what makes organic chemistry a little challenging, and on the same time it is very interesting also, because here you have to apply your creative mind to solve questions and to understand the things. Okay, so yeah, as I was telling, the first topic in the order should be aromaticity, followed by general organic chemistry. Now general organic chemistry or GOC is a huge topic. There are a lot of things which comes under it, but yeah, like you have to cover that. And then comes your reactive intermediates, the stability of different intermediates, carbocations, carbon ions, free radicals, because these are going to be used in the upcoming chapters. These are going to be very important for the upcoming chapters. Then comes your stereochemistry. Stereochemistry is really, really, really important, especially for CSNET exam, because that's where they are going to play with you. Okay? That's where they are going to confuse you in exam with different questions, with different orientations, with different stereo, and how a syn elimination or anti-elimination is going to take place. For that, you have to rotate the molecule, you have to convert or you have to change it into Fischer projection, and then see which groups are in anti position, which of them are going to get eliminated. So there you have to work a lot with stereochemistry. I'll talk about stereochemistry in more detail. Okay. Then the next topic is your reaction mechanism. After that, you have reagents. So in reagent, you have to memorize things, because you have to memorize that what reagent does what. Okay, a reagent converts what into what. So that's a topic where you have to memorize things. Then again comes name reaction, where you have to memorize a lot of name reactions, that in a particular name reaction, what happens in, let's say, in Williams synthesis, what are the reagents, what get converted into what. So this is the way how it is to be done. I'll talk about this probably in a separate video, where I'll talk about this in detail, like how you can approach these topics, but these are more of memory based topics. Okay. And then there are topics like pericyclic reactions, there are photochemical reactions, and spectroscopy. So these topics, spectroscopy, pericyclic, photochemistry, these three topics I am keeping a little away from all the other topics, because these can be done, the order of them can be in anywhere. Because for pericyclic, of course, if you know reagents and if you know reaction mechanism a little bit, then it becomes a little easier for you, but still pericyclic is slightly different than these general topics. Okay, but yeah, I would recommend you to do pericyclic as you finish reaction mechanism. You can start pericyclic on a parallel basis. Spectroscopy can be done at any time. Spectroscopy needs a different video, a different approach. I'll talk about this in different video. Okay, today I'm going to talk about that how you can build up your basics, the initial 3-4 topics. See, all these, if you see what topics I have told you, they are all interrelated with each other. If you don't know aromaticity, it will be very difficult for you to solve questions on reaction mechanism or to see how the mechanism is being played. You don't know whether a particular species is aromatic or not, whether if there are 2 rings, one is aromatic and the other one is not, then which one is going to get reacted. Or if you don't understand the aromaticity, it will be highly difficult for you over there. Okay, so that's the aromaticity is important. Then reactive intermediates, you need to understand the reactivity or what makes an intermediate more reactive or less reactive. For example, if you see a certain reaction where let's say there is like abstraction of the most acidic proton, so you have to take out a proton from the position where the carbon ion, the intermediate carbon ion which is formed, should be most stable over there. And if there is some some shift, 1-2 shift or 1-3 shift, if after that shift the carbon ion becomes much more stable, and if it undergoes certain more conjugation or something, it gains more stability, then the reaction proceeds with that. So that's where your reaction intermediates or reactive intermediates or stability of reactive intermediates comes into play. So these are all related to each other. And then stereochemistry. If you don't understand these 3-4 topics from the basics, you are not going to understand the reaction mechanism. It will be very difficult for you to follow reagents. It will be very difficult for you to follow name reactions. So these reaction mechanism, reagents, and name reaction, these are high weightage topics. Okay, these are the topics which are going to give you good marks. In order to reach over there, these are the small topics which you have to cover first, and then you have to go over there. Okay, so although these topics, aromaticity, GOC, stereochemistry, reactive intermediates, they do not carry a lot of marks. The weightage of them is not as high as compared to reaction mechanism and reagents, but these are stepping stones. It's like playing a video game. The few like first few levels are easy, but they are low scoring. But in order to go higher level, you have to cross these stages, and then only you can go to the higher level and score good marks. Okay, so that's why building the basics is very important. Okay, so now let's talk about that how you can like enhance these topics. As I was telling you, although there are books for this, okay, there are books which are dedicated for this. There is a highly recommended book for organic chemistry, for all the topics of organic chemistry, which is Organic Chemistry by William Caruthers, and I'll give you the link for that book in the description of this video. You can buy from there. Also, there is a book by Claydon. These two books, Claydon is a more detailed book. Carruthers is a more concise book, but you will find both these books very useful for your preparation. But what I will recommend you, that for these basic topics like aromaticity, GOC, intermediates, and stereochemistry, for these 4 topics you don't need book. Okay, for aromaticity, GOC, and reactive intermediates, you can follow videos. Okay, there are a lot of videos on YouTube, and if your basics is very weak, or if you are someone who is not that much confident with organic chemistry, I would recommend you to watch even IIT JEE videos. Okay, because there are a lot of YouTube channels who teach IIT JEE, and they have explained these things: GOC, stereochemistry, especially not stereochemistry, GOC, aromaticity, reactive intermediates in very easier way. Even you will find these videos on my channel. Okay, so I have made a video on aromaticity. I'll give you a link of that in the description of this video. You can watch over there. So these are certain topics, certain basic topics which you will find in the videos, and these videos will be enough. Now, how you will prepare? Whether watching videos is enough? No. Once you watch the video, you have to now solve questions related to that, and you have to take assignments related to that. Now, assignments you will get from the books, as I have recommended few books to you. You can go to that book, open that chapter, and try to solve questions related to that. When you are solving a question, definitely it's not going to happen that if there are 10 questions, you are going to solve all the 10 questions. It might happen that you are able to do, let's say, out of 10, you are just able to do 3 or 4 questions, which is fine, which is not bad. Okay, you have just started. Take baby steps for this. So when you have started solving questions, and let's say there were 10 questions, you were just able to do 2-3 questions, that's okay. Rest of the questions, just make a note of them and see why you were not able to solve them. What was the problem behind it? You have understood the topic from the videos or from wherever the source you have tried to get it, and you now understand from your logic, you understand that what that topic is. Let's talk about aromaticity. You have now, let's say, taken out aromaticity, you have watched videos related to that, and now you are confident. You went to solve questions and you were able to do just 3 or 4 questions. Why you were not able to do the rest of them? You have to see those questions, you have to try to solve them, and you have to find what was your mistake. Finding your own mistake is going to be the game changing over here. Okay, you have to find your own mistake. Make that note in your notebook. Okay, these steps are very crucial. You have to note down that what was the thing which you were doing wrong, why you were not able to solve those questions. And believe me, these might sound that this is like why I should do all these things. This is like I used to do in my class 10th or 11th for my preparation, but that is going to help you. If you seriously want to work upon organic chemistry, this is going to help you like in the coming days. Okay, so yeah, make a note of all those things, and then again try to approach those questions, and now you will be able to do them. Then go for 10 more questions and see, now you will be able to do. Earlier, out of 10 you were just able to do 3-4 questions. In next time or in next approach, you will definitely be able to do more number of questions. You will be able to do 6 or 7 correct questions, and that's how you will gain your confidence. Okay, so as I said, these topics you can go with videos, but there is a topic which is stereochemistry that I would recommend you to, apart from watching videos, you have to work upon it from your own side. Okay, now see, stereochemistry is something where you have to understand how to change or how to convert one conformation into other, or one projection into other. There are different projections like Sawhorse projection, Fisher projection, then there is Newman projection, eclipsed form, staggered form, and all those things. So you need to know how to convert one into other, and for that on the paper it looks easy, or in books it looks easy. Sometimes it is very difficult for people to understand because everybody cannot visualize things in 3D. So what I would recommend is take out your pen or take out matchsticks. Okay, or take out some sticks or something and try to make your own model. Try to align, let's say if you take a pen like this, you align 3 bonds like this, and those 3 bonds are going to be the 3 groups attached to the carbon. The fourth is that bond, and then on the other hand you again have 3 groups. Now try to rotate them, try to move them, try to see how the things are going away from you, how the things are coming towards you, which is going to be like on the wedge, which is going to be on the dash, which is going to be on the plane. This is how you will enhance your visualization, and that will make it easy for you to understand the molecule in 3D. Stereochemistry is all about visualization. It's all about visualizing the molecule in 3D. All your these steps and all your these efforts in making these concepts easy for your mind to understand is going to help you to build up for the bigger topics. As I said, when you will be solving reaction mechanism, when you will be solving reagents, name reaction, there you will be able to understand the stereochemistry behind the final product, why the stereo is this, why the stereo is trans. So you will be able to understand once you understand it from the basics. Okay, once you understand how the projections are changed, how the molecule is rotated. For example, if let's say you have to do an anti-elimination, so you have to rotate a bond to see that whether the groups are going anti to each other, and when the two groups of which are anti to each other, when they are eliminated, which groups are towards each other, and how the trans or the cis product, final product, is being formed. So this only comes when you visualize and when you make your own efforts. Okay, so over here, like, if you want, people can help you out, or you can see the videos in the on YouTube and various platforms, but the thing is that that person is only going to take those examples which that person thinks that it is important. But for you, let's say you are struggling with a very simple molecule or with a very complex molecule, it's up to you now, right? So you have to make your own model, you have to make your own arrangement of that atoms and try to understand. I'm not asking you to purchase molecular model or buy sophisticated kits and all. Just using matchsticks, just by using pencil, paper, just by using simple pen or 3-4 pen, you can do that of your own. You don't need all these sophisticated kits for that. Okay, so this is how you have to approach stereochemistry. Again, for solving questions related to enantiotropic or diastereotopic like groups, for that again you need to understand how things are changed in the mirror. If a mirror is placed, how the lateral inversion works in mirror, how left goes to right, right goes to left. People just remember that, okay, if a mirror is kept, or if I have to find out the enantiomeric or the enantiomer of the molecule, I have to just change wedge to dash, dash to wedge. It's not always true. It depends upon where the mirror is kept. Let's say if the mirror is kept in, let's say, in the on the right side of the molecule, then how the things are going to change. If the mirror is kept in between of the two carbon, let's say you have a let's say you have a ethane molecule or a staggered ethane, and you keep a mirror in the center of carbon-carbon bond, then what's going to happen? How the orientation is going to change? So these are the questions which you have to answer by your own. You have to put your own efforts to solve these. Stereochemistry is the one which topic which might need a lot of effort from your side, but believe me, these efforts are not going to go in vain. They are going to be like the building block for your organic chemistry. And once you are done with these things, once you start visualizing the molecule in your mind, initially it will take time, because as I said, you have to build up your own like your own molecular model using your pen and all, and initially it might be difficult for you, but after few examples you will yourself realize that now you are trying, like, your mind has made a map of those molecules, and now you have started understanding it in your mind itself. You don't have to always take out pen and make that 3D of that. Okay, you can visualize it in your head, and that's where things start becoming easy for you. And believe me, for few months or for few weeks, I would say, not months, it will take just few weeks, but for few weeks, when you are done with this, you will feel more confident in solving organic chemistry. Now, the topics which I have discussed, as I said, these topics probably might not give you a lot of questions in part C of the exam. They might not give you a lot of questions from 4 marks, but definitely you are going to get questions in 2 marks of the exam or part B of the exam, and that is where you have to be scoring, and you can score a lot of questions from them. You will get direct questions from here, from aromaticity, from stereochemistry, reactive intermediates. So that's what I wanted to discuss in this video. The related links are there in the description of this video. You can watch, or you can click on them, and you can buy books using those links. You can even watch the videos which I have recommended, and you have to practice questions. Okay, organic chemistry need a lot of practice. So you have to practice question, and just by watching videos or just by reading books is not going to help you for organic chemistry. You have to practice question from your side. You have to do assignments, you have to do questions, you have to make a notebook of organic chemistry and do a lot of questions over there. That's how you are going to like do well in organic chemistry. So this was a basic video, or I would say a starting video, or a video which can tell you how you can initiate your preparation for organic chemistry. I'll probably make a video where I'll be discussing about spectroscopy in detail. I'll also talk about reagents and name reactions, how to approach those topics. and how you can enhance your understanding of those topics in detail in a separate video. But for now, I think I'll keep this video till here. I'll wrap up the things over here. Do let me know if you have any questions regarding it. And also, we are running a batch for upcoming CSNet exam. The batch name is Gamma Batch. It's already running on our app and on our website. Link is there in the description of this video. Again, enroll yourself into those batches if you want to prepare for physical chemistry portion of your CSNet exam. And that's it from my side for this particular video. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.